Good afternoon, folks. Cliff here with Foxit Outdoors. It is 2:57 p.m. on a Wednesday, the 2nd of January. This will be my first video of the year. I am just out here getting some stuff done, as you can see. Well, actually, as you can't see because you're staring at dirt. But anyways, had to bust out the lemons. The Mayor lemons were covered with aphids, so I had to bring these things out here and spray them off with a hose. Hence the wet, which you probably can't or cannot see. Been out here mixing soil with some of the remnants that I had from before, plus a couple, like one bag of the topsoil mix that I have. I got about, 5 cups worth of fertilizer in here, about 3 cups worth of calcium powder, and then I just have some dry hay over there. Kind of hard to see. I'm not going to zoom in because it'll just mess up the video, because yeah, life is a pain in a bit. But anyways, I got a dry bale of hay down there in the corner that I've been using and mixing it in here. As you can see, I got little bits of straw hay or whatever in here. Try to give it a little bit of organic mass. But yeah, I had to spray off again. This is the second time I've had to do this in a month. Sprayed my ghost peppers, my yellow ghosts, bell pepper for sure. Think that was a bell pepper. That one I know for a fact is a bell pepper. And then also had to spray this one off. This one I believe is my Peter peppers, so I'm going to overwinter these. I just topped this off with a little bit of coverage that I had left over. I need to do the same thing with these 2 pots. But yeah, everything is looking fantastic. You can see here I've got flowers growing on my bell pepper. This thing has actually been doing pretty good in the greenhouse. And obviously you can see all the little white specks on my lemons. Those are all brand new flowers. Hopefully I can get some decent stock off of them this year. Do got a bit of trimming I need to do on this one. But yeah, it's pretty much going to be going back in the greenhouse here in about an hour or so. I am starting to slowly run out of actual daylight-ish. I got a couple of hours, but as you can see, the clouds are kind of rolling in. It's a pretty nice day out here, to be honest. It's like 61 degrees, so made it a really good day to do some yard work and get some stuff done in the greenhouse. Some green onions, or well, technically yellow onions. It's yellow onions on the bottom, green onions on top, so I don't know how that one ever figures out and works. Greenhouse, we'll get a little bit of an update in here since I haven't done one in a while for you guys. So everything's looking pretty good. I've got some sunflowers growing in here, which are really starting to bug me because they just keep popping up everywhere. I'm not even planting these things. I got my onions, trying to send out an onion flower, which I need to actually trim off, because I do not want that to go yet. So snip. And that is one onion symbol, or onion seed pod going off of there. More onions back here. This is chives and an onion down here. It took me a minute to remember what I planted in here, but I planted corn. I planted corn in this one, and it's, as you can see, it's probably a good 4 or 5 inches tall. I think this one here is a sunflower, which is weird. But anyways, it is what it is. My canna's doing absolutely fantastic in here. It's already got a secondary shoot popping up, so it's already spreading. Forgot what I have in these 2 planters. I really need to learn to start putting labels in there when I do them. I think these ones were garlic, but I 100% can't remember. I really can't remember. I'm going to take a seat because there's no point in me standing. Ugh. So I have one cottonwood tree in here. I'm trying to get to this without falling over. I have a cottonwood tree in here. I've actually tricked this. As you can see, that's actually got green on it. Another set of leaves there. By putting it in the greenhouse, I have convinced it that it's spring. I got a pineapple down there. Well, apparently I got a bell pepper. I think that one was I got a little skinny thing right there, a little green skinny thing. That is a, I believe that one was a Tabasco. It's one of the ones I managed to save from the season. I got aphids everywhere in here. These things are driving me nuts. I've been having an aphid problem this winter. Like absolute massive infestation of them. I've been trying to get rid of them. They're not touching my parsley, which is funny. There's not a single one on there that I can see. Now, they won't even touch the parsley, but they're like all over my peppers. And then my chives have come back. The whole pot, actually. These almost died after, during the wintertime. I harvested them way late, and then I basically clear cut the top of that to the edge of the pot, and I thought the whole batch was gonna die, but it's come back. I got more chives up there. Like I said, parsley doing well. Cannas are doing absolutely fantastic up in here. And then I still have peppers down here drying. Mostly jalapenos and a couple of Peter peppers. I have my other batch sitting up here drying. I have some ghosts, some yellow ghosts, and some cherry peppers drying out here. I had beans in here because they were doing something outside, so I figured I'd put them in a pot, and so far they haven't done anything other than grow these little clovers, which I have everywhere. This is, according to the digest, it's a green leaf plant. I have two big-ass ones inside my house. And then I have more onions up here, more onions. The piece that's actually making me the happiest in my greenhouse is this little guy. Little Mexican limes. I planted 6 of them. Nothing else is going, but this one somehow managed to survive. I don't know if I planted this one at just the right depth or if I... Oh, I got some good news. Ooh, check this out. I just seen over here. Where'd he go? Check that little green dot right in the center. Another one sprouted. Oh, that is making me super happy. Super, super happy, Fox. Because that is now 2 free Mexican limes that I don't have to pay $30 for. Because these things are expensive. Citrus plants are stupid overpriced. Like, stupid overpriced. I'll show you the container that most of them normally come in, and they're usually about $20 to $25. But anyways, I'll go back up here real quick. So this is my other bell pepper. One bell pepper flower right there. Kind of center screen, hard to see, but because of the glare of this one, I might have to take this one out and wash it, but I'm not seeing any aphids on it at the moment. Oh, and then I do another bell pepper flower there. Both this one and one of my other one, this guy actually used to lean way over here. When I planted it, he was a sideways bush. He's actually now straightened out, or she is straightened out. Hard to gender plant. But, I mean, I can only do what I can because I'm not, plant speciesist or whatever you want to call it. Plant sexist, I don't know what. I can't tell half the time between a male and a female plant, so it's a plant. So, Planty over here is doing well. Other than that, I've got this guy over here, which is starting to bring in the bees. There was a couple of them in here earlier. I am, however, starting to show signs of degradation on the pods. I think they're still wet. They feel wet. I do water these every couple of days because it does get fairly hot in here. So you can see I have a couple of spots that are drying out. They're not green, but I still have green leaves on here, and which is really funny is I have a little lime right here off of the same plant that's coming out of. So, this is annoying. I don't know if you guys can see it from way over here. That little green piece right there was not there when I put this pot on. Which, by the way, let me tell you something really funny about these plants that I have learned recently. Anywhere there's one of these darn little pokey bits, any one of these little thorns can turn into a branch. Because as you can see, all of the leaf nodes are popping off where the thorns are, and every one of those thorns can turn into a branch. I noticed that on my orange tree inside. So yeah, anything that's got pokies on it, especially for citrus, at least specific varieties, every little point or every little stabber can potentially become a branch, which is very interesting. So look, I got a lime down there, I got a lime right here, And I got that little lime right there. I probably got another one on here. I just can't see anything because foliage is getting pretty thick. But yeah, I see a couple signs of little ones here and there. Oh man, I gotta water this one again too. I just watered her like 2 days ago. But man, anyways, I'm gonna wait another couple of weeks on these ones, check on them, and if they have roots, I will take these off and I will transplant these ones, and then I will have 3 grafts plus 2 seed pods, 2 seeds from up in here. And then I have, can't remember if, honestly, I can't remember if I planted potatoes in this one or garlic in that as well. But as you can see, I got sunflower and sunflower growing out of here. And the sunflower sticking out up here like a good 6-8 inches. So, other than that, that's pretty much the tour of the greenhouse. I did have some potatoes that I am actually planting. That's what's in here. That's what I'm basically making the mix for. I put 3 big spuds in here. I got this guy up on this, just to at least keep the foliage up so it doesn't flop over too early in the season and make it harder for my plant to grow. Aside from that, I gotta wait for all of that to dry out so I can hit with the mulcher, and then I'll be ready to start planting in there. Probably another couple months, like 2 more months, I should be able to start pre-seeding out here. And then always, these 2 beds are ready. They're covered, topped off, and ready to go. And then everything else over here, I guess I can wander you guys through the yard real quick. Wander yonder. That one's prepped and ready to go. Sprayed off my rosemary because it was getting funny. There's a friendly. I lost her. Nothing planted in there, but I'll be putting bell peppers in that again because they seem to be doing really well. This one I know for a fact is garlic. This is essentially just a giant compost bin because I needed to put the bucket somewhere because it was starting to dry out in the back and not doing anything. So turning this into a little bit of a mini composter. Once it starts getting lower and lower, I'll top it off with some soil, and then I'll start putting plants in it. The plants will help break down the organic matter that's in there a little better. And my weird sunflower bean experiment from last year, I just left the sunflower stalk in there. Figured it'll rot throughout the winter. I did top this one off, so I've got about a 3 or 4 inch layer of hay in here. And then I topped it off with about a half a bag of this topsoil. It's currently drier than the desert at the moment, but underneath is actually kind of pretty moist. It's kind of hard to see this, but that is moist under there. And pretty much nothing else is going on other than just waiting for the seasons to change. I do have down here, I do still have a couple of sweet potatoes. Don't know if they'll actually do anything at the beginning of spring, but it's always worth a shot. You never know what's going to happen. As long as they don't 100% freeze in there, I think they might come back and actually provide me with sweet potato vines really quick. We shall see. I'm kind of hoping for the best. And yeah, usually nothing over here. Just waiting for, again, spring to start springing up so I can get everything taken care of. And yeah, nothing really going again, like I said. This is all just sitting here waiting to decompose and get plants in it for spring. And as always, the one weird one, which is my flat-leaf flat-leaf parsley. This thing is not frozen in the wintertime. I don't know why. It's just sitting out here exposed to the elements. And it just keeps going. You can see all the dead stuff that's dying off, but like the center of this is just vibrant green. Look at that, solid green. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. All right, so I guess enough about that one. Thanks for watching, folks. If you've got any questions, comments, or concerns, throw them down in the comment section. Do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Share this out with as many people as you possibly can. Help me out. Let the algorithm know that you guys enjoy watching my content. And so this is going to be Fox at Outdoors signing off. You guys get to finish looking at my greenhouse. Have a wonderful day, folks. And I will catch you on the next one.